Okay, nice linear section. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. Okay, nothing too big. Is that a bridge? Oh. Right, there we go. Take.
Turians don't like the cold.
Now you did mention that, nor do I particularly care, Garrus. Pardon me? Oh. Strong are these little barrier things, jeez. What the? Stop it. That was a very extensive cutscene for seemingly no reason. Push you over. Oops, hold on. Yoink. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The environments in this game are really cool. Very interesting. Never boring. He dead? Now he's dead. Oh, he went flying. I love the physics. Is that it? I'm just a Healy box. Oops, that's what I get for not paying attention. Get your heavy turret out of here. Missed. Guess we're going in, boys. Ooh. Nice cavern. What the hell? Stop it. Put the rocket down, sir. Stupid juggernaut. That was a bad decision.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
That seems bad.
We'll need to get the reactors back online.
What moron installed these turrets facing backwards?
Good question,
They want
Rex.
to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Don't mind if I do. Turrets. Alright, let's keep going. So, boys, how's it going? What on earth just happened? Stop it. What you doing over there?
What was that?
Probably debris. Don't have a panic attack. I'll protect you.
Oh dear. What was that? Didn't read the name. What did it say? The glass door. Okay. Creepy bug things. Personal Administrator Tartakovsky. That is, last time. No more will I use that transport carrier. 3 shipments we lose in Macedon system in 1 month. They're too stupid or too slow. If only Gregor still ran his shipments, he would get what I need and no mercenaries would dare to stop him. Huh. Rachni soldier. No.
What were those things?
Damned if I know. But someone on this mountain does.
Apparently it is Rachni, which we have heard that name before, but this is our first time encountering them. Seems to be more of like a creepy insect. I don't know, maybe like a hive mind type situation, or just like a more feral beast colony type situation. Oh. That thing's dead. I believe there was a mention of there being like a war against the Rachni or something. I don't remember. I know there was something with them. Rachni workers, okay. Yeah, it seems to be like some kind of insect colony.
Backup power system, Commander.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
Okay, diffusion reactor. Electronics offline. Virtual intelligence. Roof and comms. Mirror into the core. I guess mirrors the virtual intelligence. Oh dear. Where's my squad? Access. Mirror exit core. VI core appears inoperational, rather. You can attempt to manually reconfigure the databanks or use Omnigel to repair the damaged systems. This seems interesting. We'll do a manual reactivation. Memory core 1 damaged. Transfer module stack to core 2 or 3 to reactivate. Click the shutdown button to exit. Use module to move. Wait. Huh? I'm not entirely sure as to what's happening right now, but... So it seems like I have to stack them like from bottom to top. Look at me go.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
How do I shut this thing up?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
So what are you
failure.
containing?
Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep.
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
What are the landlines, and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
Fair point.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation tube breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
The creatures we've encountered here, did they come from the labs?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries
Yeah,
related
right.
to our research require privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Go sort out the landlines, I guess.
User alert. Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Did it say there was contaminants in the tram tunnel? Is that what it said? Can I run stuff over with the tram? Jesus. Where you going?
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Yeah.
Manual restart required.
Checking for loot. Good Rex.
User alert. Landline connections online. How may I assist you?
Oh,
That's
same
all I
thing.
need right
Okay.
now.
Very well, Commander.
Guess I just hit
Logging
the on
you
button.
out.
Okay, landline's repaired. I like it. Easy. I like it when it's simple. So far, so good, boys. So far, so good. cool that we've got a different enemy type for a change, though. Instead of,
User alert.
no.
Main reactor
Death
shut
and
down in
humanoids.
accordance with emergency containment
Yeah,
procedures.
yeah, I know. I'm gonna go
Manual
restart it.
required.
That. Oh, shit. They seem to be quite easy to knock over with the force, so. Passenger trams, that's where we're going to be exiting. Guess that's just the general on switch, so we have to go down here and check something. I heard some squeaking. Oh, another elevator.
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Yeah, so you keep saying. Disposal canister. You're a Geth. What are you doing? Missed. Oh, that didn't miss. I'm being shot from behind? I am. You sod. Being pinched.
Alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Sorry, if you tell me that again, I'm going to punch you in the head, Mirror. Right, you. What are you doing? Oh, I missed. Stop it.
Lost shields.
Okay, I think we're good. No more ambushes, please.
The AG3 fuel line's cut.
I see that, Garrus. The line's fixed. Completed the repairs to peak 15. Thank you, game. Go upstairs. Where's this go? Another loot room. Cool. Fine by me. Aha. Okay. All good, it seems. I'm gonna quickly check our loot, see if we've got anything good. Okay. What are we currently running? The Kovalyov 8. Banshee 9, but it's not as good. Breaker 9. Sounds fun. Crossfire 9. Pulse Rifle 9. Ooh. Or Geth Armory. Really good, but no slots. Not that I'm really using it anyway, but... Banshee. I'm not too worried about that. Shotgun. Armageddon 9. I mean, I know this has got a bunch of mods on it, but I just feel like this outclasses all. I mean, I guess they, apart from the Armageddon, they're all much on par with one another. Brawler 9, hello. More damage, better heatsink, better accuracy. 9. Brawler it is. Oh, cool. Sniper rifle. Really important going on there. Grenade launcher. What are we using at the minute? High explosive 6. What about high explosive 9? So there's 25% damage, 100%, 100 plus 100 centimeter radius. Odd. 25% weapon force. High explosive 9. 34, 130, 34. Interesting. And a no-brainer. So yes, thank you. Not that I grenade very often, but good to know. So we've got the Savant 7. Gemini is kind of garbage. Polaris. Alright. Doesn't really compare to what I currently have, though. We have the Guardian 10. Don't think anything compares, to be quite honest. Yep. No. And I guess I'll just change their main weapons. So for you, any of this better? Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Get back. And yeah. So just a heads up, I would have cut all that out. The item management stuff. I'll show you what I equipped. Well, you would have already seen it, but I'm going to try and reduce the amount of menuing that I'm doing. I'll probably show you updates to, like, to Dinglebert, but, like, yeah, I don't know. Typically, we're going to be running better gear than the other two. They might have some better weapons that are the weapons we don't use, but in general, I'll show you what I'm equipping, and the rest, we'll just leave it. Don't need to see all that. It takes up too much time. In true RPG fashion, there is a lot of downtime, which you don't need to see it. It's nothing too interesting. Oh, you mother... That is not the gun I wanted. It's also not the gun I wanted. Where are the other two? Why did I equip the damn thing? Yeah. What are you? You're really struggling, Rex. Both here? Is it just...
You're good to go.
Couldn't work out how to open the door by yourself? Alright. There we go. Much better. Still doing more damage than the damn... Thingamabob. Sniper rifle. That's the one.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
They're locked in.
It seems.
Control group, loosen them. They're in... Can't escape. Up the tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Get out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here?
Among my people, a suicide's body would be left for scavengers. The Nathak will get to him eventually.
What is the Nathak? Begin manual. It's just one of these, okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, that works. Will do. You have anything new?
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Give me a status report on the hot labs.
I am sorry. The network connections to the labs have been damaged. Data is limited.
Give me an overview of the facility.
The hot labs isolate dangerous biological or cybernetic contaminants during development. The complex is built within a glacier. In the event of an accident, it can be irradiated and sunk into the ice.
Terrifying. Nice.
You have no idea what's going on inside.
I'm afraid not. My last log entry is shortly after the Stage 2 containment alert was sounded.
What's the status of Rift Station?
Rift Station has been locked down by the staff. There are presently no contaminants within the facility.
The staff is alive then?
Yes, though the number of personnel is below the official staff count.
Why is Rift Station locked down?
Emergency procedures require each facility to isolate itself to prevent the spread of contagion. It would also appear that there are several employees quarantined for medical treatment.
If it's locked down, will I be able to enter?
The passenger trams can bring you to the facility. Further access will be at the discretion of the security forces there.
That's all I need right now.
All right, let's get to
Very
work.
well, Commander. Logging you out.
Thanks. That thing just jump in there? It did. Stop it. Open sesame. Oh, heavy ones. Ow.
Powering up.
Wasn't very nice. Stuck on. There we go. Okay. Getting some much lighter but still Dead Space vibes. Space station trams, repairing stuff, and creepy alien life forms. Yeah. Rift Station.
Central Station. Destination, Rift Station.
Not take a seat. I have to stand here like a lemming.
Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Emergency exit only. Hello? Hot labs and bedrooms, I guess? Let's go. Doesn't say, but we're gonna check it out anyway.
Stand down.
Hello, sir.
Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
I take it you've encountered those things.
Encountered, fought, seen men ripped apart by. We're all working on stems. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
I'm not gonna exactly tell him what we're here for just yet. I don't trust him.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
We've never seen anything like them. What do you know?
I'm no xenobiologist. They're fast, vicious, and there's a hell of a lot of them. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Venezia. Is she still over there?
I don't know. I don't see what one person could do. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Good to know.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
What kind of research is done here?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
A bit late for that.
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I just wanted to offer some deployment advice. You're lucky these things are dumb animals. 3 coordinated guys could take this place.
Have you checked the layout yet? Easily defensible by a few people. That's not counting the automated defenses.
Automated defenses can be overridden.
What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Yep, fair point.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable one. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only.
Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
Yeah, you've already said that.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
You're certain the Matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that.
Oh dear.
Hell! Man the perimeter!
Take cover!
Problem solved.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
We're all in the same boat.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
Yeah, that's all good for one animal, but they're not... Especially if they're not coming back, they're not going to communicate that, are they? Ignoramus. Where's this go? Ah, more people. Okay. Quarantine and barracks. 6 scientists. Stuff for me to steal. Don't mind if I do. Hello.
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
You're not gonna go to the hot labs, are you?
I am, because it's my job to. Hey, I like these guys. Tozy.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
It seems I've been caught up in events.
Sympathetically. Everyone here could say the same. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
This doesn't seem like the time for commerce.
With nervous amusement. I have nothing else to do. Why not continue to run my kiosk?
Yeah, fair point.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventrellis.
What do we back up to 1,000,000 credits? We'll buy that. Don't know how good this is. Buy that one up. Sell my junk. Thanks, Potosi. Hello.
Got a smoke? We're all out.
Nope.
What? No! Sorry. I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Yeah, is there something you need?
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we survive, I'd like to keep my job. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice and rock. There's only the work, the discovery. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the hot labs?
Nothing, I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team's quarters. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
Already asked you
I'm a
that.
toxicologist.
Oh, I haven't.
I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Not here. Too public. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None
Fair
of
point.
us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ialis over there. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Restricted area, medical bay.
Science pukes. She just bug out and leave to die.
Not very nice.
Bug out.
Really? Alright, who are you?
You seem less upset at this situation than the others.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Oh, nice. Don't make me hit you.
You're a member of the science teams?
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Think you could translate that into galactic?
It's a genetic thing. Forget it.
I don't like your attitude.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
No need to be so rude.
You are interrupting my meditations. Precisely how rude must I be to convince you to leave?
I'm gonna keep talking to you.
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Do you know President Huerta of Earth? I did not think so.
Benezia passed through here. You didn't see her?
I saw her. You asked if I knew her. I do not.
That's all for now.
Oh, you lot are testing my patience. Quarantine and barracks. Who's this? That's the room I just looted. Okay. Let's check quarantine and barracks, I guess. Big facility. I wasn't expecting it to be this big, but sure. We'll keep going. Oh, just the person we're looking for. Alright, well, hang on. Stuff for me to take. Okay, back up to 6 Medigel.
You're not part of the crew.
Love the choices. Alliance Navy, I'm a Spectre, I'm Shepard.
My name's Shepard.
Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine.
Hang on, I'll talk to you in a minute. Who are you?
Gotta keep the mood light. I mean, if you don't laugh, you'll... Yeah, you just have to.
Alright, who are you? What do you want?
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
Are you trying to be cryptic, or are you just nuts?
I wish I were crazy. It would be easier.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Don't screw with me, they can't be Rachni.
The Krogan wiped them out 1,000 years ago.
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I mean, so far he's given us more information willingly than the rest of them, so...
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect, a bad decision.
No shit, Sherlock.
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
Pardon me?
Answer the question.
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram, and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
Tell me what you know. I'll make your survival mean something.
You think I want absolution? There is none.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
Good to know.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
Maintenance area, okay. Authorization required. God damn it. You won't let me in there. Why are you two being such douchebags?
I used to have nightmares like this. Too many cheap horror vids before lights out.
I should have taken my vacation. No, I had to get those last few alleles nailed down.
Okay. So, they are definitely Rachni. They are definitely some kind of bug infestation plague-like species, and they are sensitive to biotics. And apparently high explosive rounds for my pistol. Where's this? That's the tram. That's the room we looted. There's the cool big dude. Medical bay. Let's check the medical bay first.
What do you want?
Were they attacked by the aliens?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
And I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
Makes sense. She seems to regulate everything else up here.
We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I'm so tempted.
I need full cooperation if I'm going to help. Do you want these people to live? If not, I'll walk out of here.
No, wait. It's a bioweapon. Based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
It doesn't matter how safe you make it. Biological weapons are illegal.
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
You made this but can't cure it. Don't you people take notes?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close to synthesizing an antidote when Mira went down. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to Ventralis for you, but I don't have the training for that.
No, of course. You don't look like a biochemist. No offense.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs are near the science team's quarters. Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid. We had a medic, Dr. Sala, but we lost him. The automatics can handle basic treatment. Mira runs them.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Okay then. So we have a few things to do, it seems. Nice generic groaning. I like it. We'll check out the restricted area and then we'll head back down to the locked section. Let me in.
Warning. Watchdog protocol is active.
That wasn't very nice. Oh. They're not supposed to come in here? What the fuck happened there? May have been a very bad decision, but I'm doing it anyway. Stand up. Who just... Oh. Pardon me. What's going on in here? I feel like I wasn't supposed to come this way, but oh well. I'm here now. I'll reload if need be. Huh. Where's this? I have no idea where I am. Very lost. Oops. It's a different way into the quarantine lab. Curious as to why it gave me the option of coming this way. What the hell? I'm moving. Stop moving. Oh, wait, this is where wait. Probably wasn't supposed to do this. Quarantine lab lockdown. Well... yeah, this was probably a bad idea. How many doors and elevators? They're going to be angry at me now because I killed everybody? Probably. It's a lot of red dots. Hi guys! Yeah, okay, hang on. I'm going to reload. Oops. Oh well. Where am I? Palon. Oh yeah, okay, so it's before we went in there. Yeah, don't go in there because that annoys everybody involved. So they want me to go back down to quarantine and barracks. Well, this is a bit awkward, Rex, but it's fine. Right. Now do I yeah, okay, so everyone's still here. Do I have to just talk to you to get in here now?
I told you to leave.
Discovered a sealed section of the Rift Station labs. It would be possible to blast your way in, but there may be a more subtle way. Need to ask Ventralis permission to enter the... Oh, I've got to go back and talk to him. She left Rift Station to battle the creatures in the infested hot labs. Labs can be accessed via an emergency elevator between Ventralis' barricade and the tram section. Okay. Well, shit. I mean, I like going in and blasting, but... Rex, what are you doing? But I guess we'll just do it the normal way. This mission is a lot longer than I expected it to be. This way? I think. Oh yeah, it's just over here. Okay, yeah. I know where we are now. Hey, bud.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but
We can't risk contamination now.
Dr. Cohen says there's no risk of contamination.
all right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you.
That's fine.
He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Great. We'll be stuck unless he decides we're healthy.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I'm trying to do a good thing, and you're being difficult.
You and me both.
Yeah, you're standing there staring at a door. I'm being productive. Yeah, this way. Back down the way we came from. This isn't even the main section. So much to be done.
What do you want?
I have Ventralis' permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated to get out. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Zip it, you. That's a lot of doors. We've isolated 4 chemicals that can be combined to counteract the toxin. They must be mixed in precise quantities. As each chemical is poured, the equipment will mark the minimum and maximum amount that will work. Too little or too much will spoil the result. What's in here? Oh. Just stuff. I like stuff. I'm concerned there's a bad thing in some of these, but... Okay, pointless, but sure. Let's make a cure and steal this. Like... Oh, that was easy.
Your mission ends here, Shepard.
Excuse me?
We'll see about that, bitch.
What happened to Ventralis' man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab.
Oh no, you're trapped in here with me.
Weapons free.
Not a good idea. Did she just get eviscerated? I think she did. Oh, you're mine. Yes. Alright, good. Oh, he did.
They came out of there.
That door's locked. How can I get in?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
Oh.
A team lead would have access.
I'll be leaving now.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go see him anyway, so it works out. Knowing that I have to keep going through all these damn doors. Oh, dear.
Turians don't like the cold, Shepard. Did I ever mention?
Yeah, you said that earlier, and I ignored you just as much as I am now. I had a bad feeling about her, but she's dead now, and that gave me much satisfaction. Medical bay here. Okay, cool. Dr. Cohen. I have stuff.
Is that the cure? You did it?
I was ambushed in the lab you sent me to. If you set me up...
You were attacked? I don't know anything about that. I hate conflict. I've never even fired anyone. I have my receptionist do it.
Coward.
Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
The maintenance area? Yes. Take my pass. But there's just snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliché. You saved their lives. Do you know that?
I need more.
And I almost lost mine. Thanks is all I get? We need to be at peak to fight those aliens. Give us some Medigel.
I'm already full,
Of
but sure.
course. Here. You didn't get these from me. Ventrollis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
Okay. Paragon plus 24? Hell yeah. We are an asshole. Wait, is there a way we can tell? Oh wait, Paragon plus... No, we want Renegade. I mean, we're still more Renegade than Paragon, but... Still. Anyway. Right. We have a pass to get in there now. Let's save again. Double check to see if it'll let me in. Whether they are just full on like, nope, you're not allowed in.
Warning.
Yeah,
Watchdog
okay.
protocol is active.
Alright, alright, alright. I spoke to your friend. Okay, nothing new. Okay.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Now I shoot at the suspicious noises. Do I want to confront the dude? Kind of, yeah. Where's he at? I could pop him in the teeth. Excuse me, I just got attacked. I'm blaming you.
Something you need?
I was attacked by the Asari who was in here. She killed your guard.
Dr. Ayalis? But she seemed like the most stable one here.
For the wrong reasons.
She was a huntress working for the Matriarch. A group of Geth were with her.
Geth? I didn't know. God's honest truth, I thought she was just another egghead. Son of a bitch.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
Okay, well. I was hoping for a bit more than that, but sure. Right. Let's go to the weird snowy area. Maintenance. Let us go. Oh, this is the other one. Okay, so yeah. Which means there should be a Arachni down here. $10,000 credits just for killing that one alien. Know why they're back there. Restricted area, secure lab. Oops. How do I drag? There we go. Barracks. That's the snowy area coming through here. I guess we just have to cut through there. Labs, science station. Right, it's a mess hall. Where is that? Wait, so what was through the other door? The other door even open? Where does this go? Oh, that's Garrus. Oh, I see. Okay, wait. Yeah, okay, so now I'm going the right way. Oh.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair.
What is that?
Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
You won't look so smug with a hole in your head.
Your insolence is a poor mask for your fear.
Pardon me? It's cheating. Hi. What are you doing now? Ugh. Hold on, I'll deal with you in a minute. Ow! Run away! Nerd. Stop it. Stop summoning things. Oh, she's getting weak. He dead. Where's your friends at? Nice rocket, nerd. We're too big to hide behind that. What are you doing?
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
I expected better from Asari commandos.
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions. Briefly.
I don't trust you.
But the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
You chose to join with Saren. You just got more than you bargained for.
It is a terror to be trapped in your mind, to beat upon the glass as your hands torture and murder. I was powerless, nothing but a tool for Saren. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Tell me where the Mu gate is before I lose my temper.
Of course, Commander. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please. There isn't much time. I transmitted the coordinates to Saren before you arrived.
Ah, shit.
You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should... Oh, you should... Die.
Shoot her. Don't, Rex, get out of the way.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
First you turn on the Council, now on Saren. You're not loyal to anything, are you?
I suppose that is how history will know me. No light. They always said there would be a...
Shoot her again. Like how she's completely covered apart from her face and her cleavage. What? Just double checking. Just double checking. Yeah, okay, I think we're good. What? Is it a corpse? Oh, she's not dead. Zombie commando? The fuck?
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
We've filled you with enough plasma to pop a tank.
This vessel is at the edge. Yet she struggles. You cannot see her magnificence. We are breathing on the embers. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind, the children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
I didn't come here to talk to bugs.
The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing.
Shepard's
They
spitting.
are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
Makes sense. A baby left alone in a closet until he's 16 won't be sane.
I'm more than willing to wipe them out.
Such discordance bodes ill for what we must compose here. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
If you kill her, you consign an entire race to death. We should let the Citadel Council decide her fate.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
This is tough, because a big part of me is like, I agree with you, Rex, but at the same time, I don't know why the war started. And so far, apart from the weird song theme of their speech, they seem relatively reasonable. Probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
Not
Are
unless
you
you
stupid? Your people didn't fight these bastards, so maybe you don't get it.
hasn't done anything. Plus, maybe an ally.
Maybe you've been blinded by old war stories.
Do what you want. My people will clean up this mess later, just like we did for the Solarians.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Great. Bugs are writing songs about you. Mark my words, you'll regret this.
And if so, then we'll kill all of them. But for now... Don't make me regret this. Otherwise I will hunt you. Just triple checking. Yeah, giant testicles, egg sacs. I don't know what they are. Is this all that's in this room? I guess so. Treated area. Hot labs, science station, tram. Okay. Deal with hot labs. You've dealt with the MATRIARCH, but there's still the issue of Rachni down in the hot labs. Okay. Find the conduit. Hot labs it is. Okay. There was a couple of doors around here. I wonder if I can open them. Hang on. I'm gonna double check. Or whether they're just like spawners for the enemies in this fight. Guess not, maybe? Okay, well. Screw it, off we go. That's the tram. Ah, yeah, this way. Okay, is this the... Yeah, I guess this is the one we needed the key card for, right? Why is there 3 enemies down there? I don't know if this is like where we're going, or whether it was the 3 guys... The captain and these 2 little dudes. Whether because I set that thing free, whether I've pissed them all off, I don't know. This is ominous. What are you doing here?
Are you here to secure the situation?
If by secure you mean shoot every monster I see, sure.
I am certain you are having strong feelings. But what has happened here, it is our fault. You understand?
I understand that we'll be dead soon. Talk fast.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
They should have destroyed it. Why hatch it?
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have let her go.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
We'll see.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
Are you telling me I shouldn't kill these things?
Actually, I was to tell you the opposite.
I'm already going to.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
I don't have time for this. If the Matriarch isn't here, we're leaving.
I do not want so much to be here myself. But the Mira system, she will not let you leave. Is fail-safe, you understand? You leave without arranging to eliminate Rachni, maybe they spread.
Well, I'm going to eliminate them. Not the weird purge system that might do damage to everything else. Okay. Or maybe I don't have a choice. Okay.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry. The sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate count.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters.
You are useless.
Are there any survivors in here?
Lady Benezia, an executive secretary of Binary Helix, is on the operations deck.
She's there, but she ain't moving.
There are no other living crew members within the lab structure.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
Yes, we go.
I need information on the neutron purge.
The neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
Okay.
What exactly does this thing do?
The purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass. Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
Nah, just a pleasant afternoon in the sun for a Krogan.
The purge is lethal to all known forms of...
Shut up. Last thing I need is some virtual wench questioning my fitness.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without
Are you
proper
serious?
code authorization.
Mumble something.
Sic semper
That is not the correct code. Please report to security for arrest and interrogation.
Oh, zip it.
Who would have those codes?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
We're moving on.
Alright, I'll go get the code.
Logging you out, Commander.
Because there doesn't seem to be anything to actually do here apart from initiate this, so...
I am feeling not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct...
Oh dear. Why do I keep being turned around? Oh, he's dead already. Thanks, Rex. Give me. Oh, I've got the codes anyway. That is... That's like the most brutal death we've seen so far. Apart from maybe my execution of the... Sari lady with the brain-altering plant thing.
Online. How can I help you?
Initiate.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Get out of it, bug boy. Stop it. Stop it. Look at all those red dots. Kill me. I'm getting out. Fuck this. Bye. Okay, well, job done. My hearing down here now. Am I done here? Part of station for the passenger tram that you arrived in. I guess I am done here. Okay, cool. Concerned as to what that sound is, but we're going to pretend it's not happening. Time to go.
We need to hurry, Commander. My Benezia said she transmitted the Mu relay's coordinates to Saren. He may have already gone through.
We can't follow him. That relay's inside the Terminus systems. They're not fond of Alliance ships over there, or Spectres.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren is heading. I plan to be waiting when he gets there.
Saren probably has his whole fleet in orbit around Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You need to alert the Council. They will assemble a fleet to accompany you. It is our only hope.
Crew dismissed. Joker, alert the Council. Tell them everything.
Ah, shit.
Aye, Commander.
Are we going to endgame? Ah, shit. I'm gonna quickly go talk to everyone one more time. Oh, I don't know if it's one more time, but I'm gonna go talk to everyone either way. Anybody up here? I don't remember. Oh, isn't the lady in the medbay? Not you, the other lady. The sorry lady. Yara, that's the one.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
She's gone. You can't change that.
She was gone long before she died on Noveria. Benezia was a good person once, before she fell under Sovereign's power. Part of me blames Saren for her death. Part of me wants to blame her. And part of me just misses her.
I blame Saren. And if I were you, I'd want revenge.
We have enough reason to stop Saren. I do not need to add revenge to the list. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people.
Well, that was very
especially
forward.
Humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Has your opinion changed at all?
It has. I have been watching you and your crew. It has taught me a lot about your species. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want.
Yep.
It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Why me?
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer.
What do you mean?
I looked into your history. I know what you did on Torfin. I cannot even imagine how horrible that must have been, but you did what had to be done.
What do you mean with... she's like, oh yeah, you need to convince everybody that the humans aren't bullies, and you're the only one that can do it. And it's like, I've bullied most of the people we've encountered, including her, I'm fairly certain, at one stage. Like, what does she mean?
Now you're digging into my past? Invading my privacy?
I am sorry. I know it was wrong, but after our last conversation, I was too embarrassed to approach you directly. I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
You're interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about the Protheans.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
You're an alien. I'm not gonna be that. Well, I mean, it could be funny. Fuck it.
How could you and I have a relationship? We're not even the same species.
Asari and humans are physiologically compatible in most ways, Commander. Of course, a relationship must involve more than mere physical contact. There must also be an emotional and spiritual connection between us. Our species may be different, but there are many things we could share. But none of this matters if you are already involved in a serious relationship with Chief Williams.
I mean...
My relationships are none of your business.
I apologize, Commander. I did not mean to pry. I thought there was a mutual attraction between us.
I'm sorry, you're weird.
Obviously, I do not know as much about human relationships as I thought.
I just completely boomerang this. Sure.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
My paint.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you?
We will be the commander that fucks everybody if given the opportunity.
We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
Saren wants both of us dead. That's something.
True.
That is not the most romantic reason, is it? You make it all sound so dangerous.
A little danger makes things exciting.
This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. I need some time.
I wasn't the one who brought this up.
I know. I'm sorry. But I did not think it would get so... Please, let's just talk about something else.
Oh dear, that was funny. That conversation went up and down so many times. Hello.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up?
Oh, same thing. No.
But humanity needs the Alliance.
No. You were an interesting character, and then you've not had anything new to say, so I've lost interest. At least the blue chick is trying. Oh, that's my quarters. Don't need to go in here. Alright. We fuck Rex next. Not that we fucked Liara, yeah. Chat everybody up. Rex!
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Pardon me?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked. But we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
Who has it?
Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Well, guess where we're going next.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
Hells yeah, I gave Garrus his ending, you can have yours.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Bye-bye, Ashley.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom. She has to be hurting.
I already did.
Just saying, Skipper.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Sure, if you have time. Figured you'd be busy with tactical briefings and whatnot. Don't know what I think about us attacking today, of all days. Kind of an ill omen.
I don't understand. What's today?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see.
Don't tell me you're blamed for that.
Not formally. Dad got passed for promotion over and over. And I think my record merits more than garrison duty on a backwater agri-colony. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
You're tough and decisive. I value those qualities.
Just consider me a fire-and-forget missile. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I should get back to my duties, Skipper. Rifles don't maintain themselves. Not yet.
Dismissed, Chief.
So,
Sir.
so Liara mentioned she thought that there was a thing between Shepard and Ashley. And I swear Ashley was weird a couple of times. Maybe because I've already sided with Liara, like I now can't chat her up, which is really strange. I don't like it when games do that. Let me just chat up everyone.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done.
Oh, don't worry, he
I
won't.
know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Thank you, Garrus. I'll keep that in mind. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do catch him.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren?
We'll kill them
They were
too.
really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go.
I completely agree.
When we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
I'm glad you see it that way. I never had any intention of capturing that bastard. When I see him, he dies.
Good. The Council won't like it, but they can't stop you either. You see, this is why I want to be a Spectre. You never have to worry about bureaucratic idiots making a mess of everything.
Just make sure you're ready when it happens.
Yes, sir.
Anything new in the store?
Looking for supplies?
What are licenses?
Oh, I guess
Many of
they...
the best licenses are hard to get.
Yeah.
They're
Let's see what you've got.
Bet,
They already applied, don't they? Onyx 10. Wait, 427,000? Yeah, we got 2 million, why not? In that. What is this? Master. Ooh. Prototype sniper rifle. Wait. Shotgun. Assault rifle. Prototype sidearm. Yes. Only 142,000? HMWP 7. This is accuracy and damage are unmatched, but why do I feel like I'm being lied to about that? 399. Yeah, I'll buy that as well. Fuck it. And that. Just buying everything. Right. Pistols. We've got the Brawler 9. Okay, so we have a Stiletto 10, which does more damage. As a... better or worse heatsink? I can't even tell. Accuracy rating is a bit lower though. Brawler 9's what we're running. Edge 9's crap. Kessler 9's crap. Stinger 9 crap. Where is this? Level 7, right? 5688. I mean, yeah, it's better. We got proton rounds. Explosives 8. Explosive 9. Yeah, we're running that, right? So... This is the Scram Rail 8. Gives us damage and less heat absorption. Kinetic coil 9, that's only 6% damage, 20% damage. Yeah, that's fine. Right extension 6. Yeah, can't argue with those, I'm afraid. Grenade launcher, explosive 9. Absolutely fine. Amp, that's level 10, that's garbage. My level 7's better. Why is it so bad? Don't really know why this is so bad compared to level 7. Right. Damage protection, shields. Fire protection. It's better all round. Yeah, we'll just translate the other stuff over. That's fine. That's proper Mass Effect. Got the N7 and everything. Right, cool. I mean, the Guardian 10 is good, but I like the better all round stuff. There's Weave 7. Recovery, 30% hardening. Recovery, 30% hardening. Recovery, mobile accuracy, 45 shields. Reduction in power cooldown, health regeneration per second, toxin resistance. %18 damage protection. We lose 2% shield recovery, but we get more shields, which we have just lost out on, and we get more accuracy while moving. Not sure what hardening does. I feel like it's probably pretty good. So we'll rock that, and then this is the medical exoskeleton 8. We have 9. So, yeah. Alright, seems good. We're gonna go chat to Tali. And then we'll probably call it there. We've been going for quite a while today. Hello, Tali.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
I should go.
That it? Oh, okay.
See you later. Hey, Shepard. You need something? See you later.
Sure, I have a feeling that because I picked Liara, I now can't chat up the other ladies. Or even the men. Let me chat up everyone, damn it. Can I break it off with Liara? Where is she? Nope, not good enough. Picking one of the others now.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I just wanted to talk.
Of course, Shepard. What did you want to talk about?
Apparently nothing.
Goodbye, Shepard.
God damn it. Oh, dear. Screw it. Off we go. So... Oh, I forgot. We've got a load of... Need to go back to Citadel and just hand in a bunch of stuff. Got the Rex family armor as well. Alright, tell you what. We will... go and tidy up all those side quests. Most of it's going to be dialogue. I don't know if we're going to get given... Wait, god damn it, wrong way. Don't know if we're going to get given a bunch of other quests as well. But it seems like we're heading up to the final missions. I don't know, maybe there's like a whole second arc, but so far seems pretty climactic. So I guess we will start with obviously Rex's family armor, because I want to get him the cool armor. And then we've also got a doctor at risk and some stuff. And then got a bunch of people to chat to. And then I'm assuming, because we haven't actually been back to the Citadel since the first time we were there, maybe some other stuff happens there. And then I'm going to do what I'm assuming. Oh, we've got to report back to the council to warn them of sovereign's plans of attacks. Oh, so we have to do that anyway. So, yeah, fuck it. Either way, we're doing well. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. It's been a while, so I'm just going to quickly reiterate. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate all the support thus far. We have a lot of stuff going up on the channel at the minute between this playthrough. I've got other first playthroughs of different games, both old and new, that are coming up. I've also got the challenge run, not challenge run, well, I guess kind of challenge runs, but the modded run on Elden Ring with Darren, the co-op run. There's going to be more variants of that, I think. I've got other kind of modded different games being modded and kind of trying out different ways of playing through them and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff planned, as well as constant shorts and everything else. So if you're enjoying the content, check out the other content. Share the videos, like, subscribe, comment. Tell me who's your favorite Mass Effect character. Probably guess who mine is. But yeah, thank you again for hanging out. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.